Nityanandam, Swamiji's Leela. Now, Swamiji is going to share a beautiful Upanishad story for all of us to understand the relationship between him and Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Sadashiva himself. Listen, Swamiji narrates, if I have to describe my relationship of what was happening at this time with him, I should tell you this story. In one Upanishad called Mundaka Upanishad, there is a beautiful story. On a huge fruit tree, there was a small bird which used to jump from branch to branch. Sometimes it would eat sweet fruit in the tree and enjoy. But because it was so sweet, and sometimes it would eat bitter fruit from another branch and feel pain. On top of the same tree, there was a big bird sitting, golden in color and shining. That big bird neither ate bitter fruit nor ate sweet fruit. It just sat in the peace and silence in state of completion, just radiating its glory. The small bird, which was running between the lower branches, when it felt it would look up and felt bad, it would look up and see the big bird and think, see, that bird is so beautiful. He's so graceful that he doesn't have any pain, any suffering. Why can't I also become like that? Then it would think, yes, let me go near that bird and become like that bird. It would start jumping towards the bird. But on the way, suddenly it would eat some fruit which was very sweet. The moment it ate sweet fruit, it would forget the big bird and it would start eating more fruits till it landed on the bitter fruit again. The moment it ate the bitter fruit, again it would look up and say, I should become like that bird, and start going towards the big bird. It is like how only when you have some sort of suffering at home, you think of Swamiji. Otherwise, you don't think of him. This small bird was going to spend all his life like this, jumping here to there. Nityanandam, we are continuing the part 2 of the story. Finally, one day, by jumping like this small bird had somehow reached very near to the big bird. And one fruit which that small bird ate was so bitter that it decided not to look like this side and that side again. It locked its mouth and went straight near the big bird. The more he went near, he realized he is dissolving in the radiance of the big bird. Only when it came close, it realized, I am not separate from the small bird. I am just a shadow of the big bird. He started feeling that he himself was a reflection of the big bird. In the same way, when you go through life, struggle and keep moving, you suddenly realize you are not separate entity. You are the reflection of the incarnation. You are the reflection of the incarnation inside you. The small bird went nearer and nearer, and finally he merged and became one with the big bird. The big bird is the cosmic enlightenment being, Paramatma. A small bird is you, the individual soul. The bitter fruit is the incompletion and the pain and the suffering. The sweet fruit is the once in a while small joy, the completion that you experience. When you experience a few sweet things in life, the kind of fulfillment you get, you forget about Paramatma. But when you get the bitter fruit, you immediately remember, look up, here and there, jumping. Somehow, when you really eat the most bitter fruit, you decide after that you will never open the mouth again. It means that you will never allow any more incompletion and pain and will look straight up only at Paramatma and move near him. First, you will understand that you are his extension. Next, you will understand that you are just his shadow. Third, you will understand you are just his presence. Fourth, you will understand you are him. This is the exact relationship I had with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I had such a deep pull towards him, like the pull that existed between the two birds. I can say he was my everything. So this is what Swamiji shares in his beautiful story, Swamiji's Leela with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. His love became one with Arunagiri Yogeshwara Sadashiva himself. Thank you, Nityanandam.